I.S.U.P.K.
The book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 28.
This is going to break down to you what hell really is. Read.
And fear not them which killed the body.
Fear not them which what?
Killed the body.
Well, it says fear not them which kill the body, but I thought hell was somewhere you go after you die. So if it's saying fear not them which kill the body, it's telling you not to fear death. So death has nothing to do with going to hell or going to heaven. Read on.
Come, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body.
Both what?
Soul and body.
No, just the soul.
Soul and body.
But fear him who can kill both soul and body. Read.
In hell.
Where?
In hell.
No, I thought you don't have a body in hell.
In hell.
No, you turn into a transparent spirit and float down to another realm.
In hell.
Hell is a condition on earth where your soul and your body can be destroyed. You know whose soul is destroyed, man? Breonna Taylor's soul is destroyed. Not just because she got killed, but because she's living in a place and was living in a place where her and her people were being destroyed every single day, man. The soul of black people in America has been destroyed. Hispanics in America, Native American Indians, man. Their land been taken from us. All we got is what? All we got is what? Crack cocaine, marijuana, just a little bit of drugs to make us feel, sure you will. Just a little bit of drugs to make us feel like, okay, I can relax today. We smoke a little bit of weed and feel good today, you understand? But that's called being in hell. Why do you think we even smoked the marijuana in the first place? To escape reality, to escape our condition. But the Bible tells you that hell has nothing to do with just your body being killed. Read it again from the top.
The book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 28. And fear not them which killed the body.
Right, don't just fear them that can kill the body. Anybody can pull the trigger and kill your body, man. Anybody can kill you. Read on.
But are not able to kill the soul.
But they can't kill your soul. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you're not in the ghettos of America just because this so-called oppressor, you understand, has so much power in America and in the world. No, where'd he get it from? Every power that he has, he got from the Most High, man. The Most High decides what happens in this place. It's the Most High who destroys the body and the soul. Read on.
But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
This is telling our people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to fear the Most High, man. To fear the Most High. Let me say something.
This brother bringing out something real heavy, man.
Right.
I'm gonna give you something, man, to elaborate on, man. How Christians always say, when you die, you're gonna bust hell wide open, man. You're gonna die and bust hell wide open, man. Keep bringing it out.
You're gonna die and bust hell wide open, man. Could you imagine telling, good night, man. Could you imagine telling blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in America that when they die, they're going to hell? Imagine telling a brother who right now is suffering from the addiction of crack cocaine, whose mother suffered from the addiction of crack cocaine. Imagine telling a sister who's been molested by every man she's ever encountered in her life that when she dies, she's gonna go to hell, man. You understand? The Christian church is nothing but the house of Satan, man. It is the house of Satan. Why? Because it's the place where lies get told, man. That's why we say the white man is the devil. It ain't about a pitchfork and fire and flames. It's about lies, man. You lied to my people and told them that God was white and Christ was white and we were the dirt at the bottom of the barrel. Meanwhile, the Bible says we're the greatest people on the face of the earth. That's what the Bible says. The Bible also says that hell is a condition and heaven is a condition. Drop that. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 22. Let's get some more, man. Let's get some more proof according to the Bible of what hell really is. Why? Because we did a lecture not so long ago where we broke down, right, that slavery in America during slavery times, you understand, they had churches and they would put a black pastor to preside over the church. But guess what? An overseer had to be present. A so-called white man had to be present whenever they did that to make sure what? To make sure that they weren't teaching anything they weren't supposed to be teaching. Why? Because they understood that if a black man really read the Bible, he would know he's God's chosen people. He's the greatest people on the face of the earth, and that the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of. So they created what? The slave Bible. Go look it up, put it in your Google machine. The slave Bible cut out almost the entire Old Testament, man. Almost the entire Old Testament and half of the New Testament. Why? Because they wanted to keep blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in the lowest state possible, believing that they were not God's chosen people. They wanted to keep us in hell, man. It's the same thing happening today. You got that, brother? Go ahead and read that. Let's see what the Christian pastor kept from you. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 22. For a fire is kindled in mine anger.
This is the Most High talking. He said a fire is kindled in mine anger. Read on.
It shall burn unto the lowest hell.
It shall burn where?
Unto the lowest hell.
He said the fire is going to burn into the lowest hell. All right, so man, my yard, they got me. Fire, hell, you know what I mean? It's underground, right? It shall burn into the lowest hell. It's low and there's fire. So I done lost, man. Let's read on and see what it says.
It shall consume the earth.
It shall do what?
Consume the earth.
No, consume the underworld.
The earth.
No, consume Hades.
The earth.
Hell is on earth, man.
Right.
It's in the Bible. The lowest hell on earth is what? Cornwallis Projects. The lowest hell on earth is every place where blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians don't know where to go, man. We're in the streets high out of our minds, man. That's hell. America is hell to black people, man. Read on.
It shall consume the earth with her increase and set on fire the foundations of the mountains.
America and the earth and parts of the earth are going to burn, you understand? America needs to burn so blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians can be free.
Right.
There's no other way. There's simply no other way. America has to be burned to the ground. You understand? But hell has nothing to do with you dying and going to some place with the pitchfork and the red flames and the fire, man. Stop watching South Park, man. Right. Stop watching South Park and get into this Bible and see what it's really talking about. Stop listening to Dante. Right. Dante's Inferno, man. A goddamn poem, a poem written 600 years ago by some fat Italian man, and you think that's what's in the Bible. Good night, man. Come up out of the Catholic Church, you know what I'm saying, to my Hispanic brothers. Come up out of that Catholic Church and let your son be a goddamn altar boy so he can get molested by every pope and bishop and deacon in the place, man. Right. We need to take our spirit out of these places, man, out of these traditions of our oppressors. Any more on that? Give me Jonah. Give me the book of Jonah, chapter 2. We're not done, man. We're going to make it plain and simple for you. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, every day you wake up and you go to that goddamn slavery, you living in hell.
That's right.
Every single day. Every day that you wake up and you go to your slavery and put in 40, 45, 50 hours just so you can live in the worst part of Raleigh, North Carolina, you are in hell. Right. Meanwhile, some devil playing a video game on the internet every night, living in the goddamn sky house. Right. And he's 11 years old. An 11-year-old millionaire in America, you slaving working for sanitation or whatever you doing, and you gotta live in the projects or in the ghettos or in the worst part of the city. That's living in hell. Black women, America teaches you what? In order for you to prosper and do well and succeed, you should do what? Kill your babies. That's why there's a Planned Parenthood on every corner in your goddamn cities, man. There's a Planned Parenthood literally blocks away from here. Blocks away. Who do you think is in there? People in the skybox? Oh, Sky House lock you. The Sky House? I don't think so. You know who's in there? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Tell you that you're gonna kill your children to the tune of $400,000 a year for you to succeed. That's living in hell. Meanwhile, they don't gotta do that. They don't gotta kill their babies to make millions of dollars. Why? Because they make it off the backs of you, of us. You got that, brother? Let's prove even more what hell is in the Bible. Read.
The book of Jonah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Now we all know the story of Jonah. We've heard this before. We know Jonah ended up in the belly of a whale, right? Because he wanted to flee from a task the Most High sent him on, right? He didn't want to go to Nineveh. So the Most High had him get gobbled up by a gigantic whale. All right? Now let's see what he said about being in the belly of that whale. Read.
The book of Jonah, chapter 2, verse 1. Did Jonah pray unto the Lord his God?
So Jonah prayed unto the Most High, man. Read.
Out of the fish's belly.
Out of where?
Out of the fish's belly.
No, under the ground.
Out of the fish's belly.
No, after he died.
Out of the fish's belly.
He was still in the fish's belly when he did this. When he prayed. Read.
Verse 2, and said, I cried by reason of mine affliction.
He said, I cried by reason of what?
Mine affliction.
What is affliction, man? To be afflicted means to be harmed or damaged, right? He said, I cried by way of my affliction, or better yet, my suffering. I cried by way of my affliction. Who cries by way of their affliction in America today? The family of Breonna Taylor, the family of Eric Garner, the family of Sandra Bland, the family of Botham Jean, the family of Trayvon Martin, the family of Tamir Rice, man.